anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, Fable, it absolutely does not. Please, stay away from the nuts. Ooh, and we only have 2 options, Team Vampire or Team Werewolf. Hello, gamers. It's the Game Fairy, and welcome to the Game Fairy podcast, where gaming meets audiobooks. Today, we have a new one. It's called Tavern Talk. It looks super cute, super fun. If you've ever played Coffee Talk 1 or 2, it's going to be quite similar to that game. So let's go ahead and get started as we have a customer, it seems. A shy elf is sitting right in front of us. Hiya, Innkeep. How is it going? All fine and dandy? Hello. Can't complain. How about you, Fable? All fine and dandy, Innkeep says. Yes, all fine and dandy, Fable chirps back. I had such an exciting day, really exciting. Did you go on an adventure? Even better. I took a walk around the grove, and then I replanted a mushroom that had fallen over. Then I patiently waited for it to turn into a mushroom monster or a mushroom mimic. Maybe a gnome? Did it? The innkeep asked. No, but I got to take another walk around the grove. And Fable looks so sweet with their long pointed ears and blonde hair. They're wearing a lime green sort of uniform. It's giving high elf. How was it? Great. I got to see the same stones on the same trees. The same amaranthine hydra guarding the entrance to Avalon. The same moss. Sounds like Fable might be an adventurer, definitely more brave than I assumed, because they're looking from side to side like they're pretty nervous. I even got to water the asters. They didn't really need it, but I was there. So, sounds very exciting. Who am I kidding? My life is as exciting as a roasted nut. Nuts are healthy, very thrilling in sauces or as a snack. There are various types of nuts: walnuts, peanuts, hazelnuts. I'm allergic. A dark shadow casted over Fable's face. Oh, the innkeep replies. I didn't know that. Oh, no worries. I mean, I never told you. And hey, at least something would happen if I ate a nut. Just not something very fun. Okay, we better have an EpiPen under this under this bar, because that would not be good. Anaphylactic shock and all that. Does that count as an adventure? No, Fable, it absolutely does not. Please, stay away from the nuts. No, I think that counts as a mistake, the innkeep replies. So, what you're saying is that you're missing some spice? Oh, no. I have a very sensitive stomach. I don't think chilies would help me much. Though I'm very good at growing phoenix chilies. I was talking about the spice in your life. Oh, that's what you meant. Well, yes, exactly. That's it. There's no chili flakes, no garlic, no dragons. Just a lot of salt. I'm like a bland soup. So, a classic case of boredom, I see. Do you know that feeling when nothing exciting is going on in your life? Like, life isn't bad, but also not particularly fun. Oh my goodness, and we have two options here. Have you tried visiting a circus, or have you tried adding some zest to your soup? I guess we'd have to see them in action, though their outfit's pretty cute. It's kind of festive, so maybe they would like the circus. But I'm gonna tell them to maybe add some zest to their soup. Huh? Drama, buzz, excitement, something fiery. Go to the theater or the gala. Arrive in a hot air balloon. A hot air balloon? Don't they fly up really high? And Fable's eyes are massive. Yes, I think that's the point. I'm afraid of heights and of people and of actors. But apart from that, I'm trying. I tried singing. But what is singing if not telling of a tale? How can I sing of things if I never live through anything? What do you mean? Well, day in, day out, I live the same green soup of routines. Sure, I have my forest and I look after it, but I want to get out there and see something. Like, for example, listen to this song I started writing, and it looks like a cast of blush has reached Fable's cheeks, so I'm pretty sure she's really proud of this. Let's go. I wish to be a hero, slaying mighty drakes. I wish to meet a pretty nymph, resting by the lakes. Aw, that was very sweet. Okay, let's see. We have two options. A pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. Or that sounds like a good song opening to me. I'm gonna say a pretty nymph, that's pretty daring. Of course it is. That's the point. Finding them enjoying themselves in the water. The sun shining through the treetops, making the stream glisten in fragmented light. A divine beauty. And Fable is all smiles. I would love to sing about the exciting, magical things I encounter. Character information unlocked, Fable. But to be honest, she continues, the most exciting thing in my life is coming to your tavern and discovering new drinks. That will be $16.99. I'm kidding. $15. Not a lot of songs you can write about that. I wouldn't mind a jingle, the innkeep says. I'll think of one. Can I mention nymphs? I'd prefer you didn't. Oh, come on, innkeep. Jeez, Louise. Okay, maybe one day I'll get to offer them their own jingle. In the meantime, can I offer you a drink? Okay, good segue, innkeep. Let's go. Yes, I'd love a drink. The usual? Yes, please. That means a swift strike, in case you forgot. Thank you for the reminder, Fable. It's my favorite. It always makes me feel like a featherlight nymph floating on the waves of a sunny lake. Do you want to be with a nymph or be the nymph? Both? But mostly I want a swift strike. Message received. Although I was wondering, I've been coming to your tavern for so long and I still don't know anything about how you make your drinks. Could you show me? Okay, I'm gonna say yes. Really? Her little ears perk up and eyes grow wide again. Yes? What should I do? Do I need to put on an apron or summon a familiar? Oh my gosh, Fable, you're delegating? Excuse me. This kitchen ain't big enough for the both of us. How do I summon a familiar? Oof! So she's trying to summon spells she doesn't even know. Just follow me, Innkeep says. All right, and this is going to take us through the tutorial. Welcome to my drink mixing nook. So this is what it looks like back here. Hello, Andu. And Andu is a monster. It has a bulbous head and bulging eyes, kind of reptilian vibes, but it's big and purple, and I think that's our trash can. Careful, I haven't fed him yet. Where do we start? Well, usually I start by figuring out what my patrons want. To make sure I don't forget what they ordered, I take notes in my journal. Let's have a look. And I will describe the area briefly back here. It looks like we have a gold bell for a ring-a-ding-dingin'. We have an empty container and 5 different potions. One looks like fire, the other looks like a dagger. There's a lime one that's elevated up, a feather on the lid, hourglass purple, and a more rectangular shaped purple flask. So I bet those are each going to be one of our ingredients. And on the left, it looks like that's where the magic happens. So let's have Innkeep explain this to us. Let's have a look. Okay. Oh, you pinned my order. I did. If I want to look for specifics, I check my detailed notes. I do keep a log just in case. When I'm sure I know what was asked of me, I browse my recipes. Can't you just freehand mix something to see what sticks? No, I like to mix and match for a more varied result, but the right balance is crucial, so I stick to my recipes. When I've settled for one, I can use the chalk to draw it on the board. Okay, what if you pick the wrong one? I can either erase it with the sponge or just pick a different recipe. My ingredients are stored in the 5 bottles on the right. Okay, those are the bottles I described. There's dexterity, intelligence, defense, strength, and charisma. I think dexterity sounds the tastiest. I had a feeling you might say that. If I mess up or want to redo my drink for any other reason, I can simply feed my mistakes to Andu. So Andu is our little trash can. Once I'm done, I ring the bell to activate the primordial vortex. Whoa. Actually, I don't need to bore you with the magical details, okay? Just try making a drink. You've got this. All right. And first, we actually need to pull up the Swift Strike. So I'm going to look for that. I think I passed it. Here we go. Swift Strike. Be a leaf on the wind with the Swift Strike. This must-have for any dexterity-devoted adventurer. Grants you agility, speed, and remarkable accuracy. Oh, and a tasty drink. With an order this delicious, you'll exceed any dwarf's kill count in no time. All right, we got to keep an eye out on Fable. I don't know why she's craving this one. So let's go ahead and select the Swift Strike. So we drew it on the board. And it looks like to make the Swift Strike, of course, we're going to add dexterity. It looks like 3 parts dexterity. We're just going ahead and tip in the bottle. Now let's put that one back. A little bit of intelligence, which is our hourglass bottle. So I'm going to uncork that and add it to the pot. And our final Was that defense? Boom! Swift strike created. Oh goodness, and I was searching through the options and I just found Fable's character file. So their name is Fable Verifina. They are an elf, 110 years old, and their pronouns are actually they, them. So I will correct that going further. Class Ranger, background Ashen Grove, alignment neutral good, and Arcana the Hanged Man. So we got a little more information about our sweet Fable. Okay, so the Swift Strike is created. Y to ring-a-ding-ding. Oh, that was a ding-a-dong-dong. Whoa, and a hole in the table appeared, and poof, the Swift Strike. And it looks like Fable got a little show because a bunch of leaves, oh, it's continuing, circle around the horn-shaped bottle, and they slowly drift down. Wow, it actually does teleport. Of course it does. What did you think was happening? I thought you were just really good at sleight of hand. I see. Well, give your creation a taste. That's delicious. I made that. You made that. Thank you for showing me the ropes. Okay, we got a new associate acquired. We didn't. But we could probably use some helping hands. Thank you for your enthusiasm. These adventures you dream of, aren't you scared they'd be the end of you? Maybe, but how would I know if I never try? Do you actually want to try? Well, yes, I want to tell great stories. But what? Never mind. Oh. Uh-oh. And just to Fable's left, it appears a very stealthy character has popped in. A dramatic blue hood, some netted gloves. Excuse me, where did you come from? Tattoo on the arms, and we can only see one eye. The other is covered by some hairs. So the vibes are very emo right now, and I like it. Hello? They're silent. Ahem? How can I help you? The innkeep asks. A drink. For you? ... Right. What kind? Drinkable. Ooh, I don't like that. Very specific. Thank you. Okay, fighting back, innkeep. How about a spoken heart? Some charisma couldn't hurt. Ooh, sure. Whatever. How about a trip out back, buddy? And we can see more of the shop that we're in. A raven that's hopping back and forth next to the coat hook, which is actually a tree branch. Potted plant with a tentacle wiggling and wriggling out of it. A wanted poster in the back that looks like a spooky fox. A shelf filled with books. And a glass cabinet filled with potions and oddities. And we are back to the potion screen. So they wanted a sacred heart. So let's go ahead. Actually, we have the option to pet Andu. Oh, and Andu. His little eyes grow rainbow. Sweet one. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our handy dandy notebook out. We got the order pinned. They want a spoken heart. Sweet and sparkling in taste. The spoken heart will bring your deepest feelings bubbling to the surface. I see what you're doing, innkeep. I see. Your newfound sincerity, confidence, and many heartfelt words will work wonders in boosting your persuasive abilities. A charismatic boost, great for bards and emotionally repressed individuals. Okay, so she clocked him. That's what I hear right now. Okay, so we got the spoken heart drawn on there. So it looks like the spoken heart is quite a bit of charisma. So we're going to start there. This one looks like flames. And we're going to let it burn. More. All right. 3 parts charisma. What else we got? Is that a little strength? We're going to add that in. 1 part strength. Whoa, not too much. Oh, goodness gracious. A little defense. So we're going to go ahead and add 1 part defense. Boom, spoken heart. Let's go ahead and ring a ding ding. Ready for pickup. Ding dong. It gets zapped through the counter and sent this new character's way. This should be digestible, maybe even tasty, and it looks like a delicious tropical drink. Maybe hearts as bubbles inside of it. Very pretty. Thanks. Okay, if you don't want that, I will have it. Almost washes away the memories of that banshee hunting the lonesome lagoon at night. All right, bro. And her bone-shattering song of sorrow. Almost. Oh, poof, they're gone. Rumor unlocked. Song of bones and water. I guess that was a normal occurrence, and Keep doesn't seem that shaken. All right. The brooding type, I see. Fable is processing. What are you thinking about, Fable? Just dreams. Yours or someone else's? Mine. Other people seem to have the courage to follow theirs. Why can't I be like that? Isn't that up to you? I wish it was. My brother says my dreams are a fool's errand, that I'm running away from where I belong. We are rangers, Fable. We belong to the woods, like the stream that ripples down the mountain. Or the birds in the trees. We keep the balance. It's what we're meant to do. And is that what you want to do? Yes. No, not really. I want to experience things outside the safe borders of the forest. I want to live a life so full of adventure, boredom will feel like bliss. I want to be brave and strong. And I want to sing songs about my adventures that make other people yearn for that same freedom. Of course, I could never leave the Ashen Grove behind forever. It's my home. But there's nothing wrong with going away from time to time, right? I mean, my brother looks after the grove, as well as my sisters. I think it'd be fine without me. Then you should do what your heart desires. Will it stop aching then? I think so. Yes. What if it's wrong to leave though? What if destiny never meant for me to leave? What if it did? That would be a dream come true. Be your own genie, Fable. Your adventures start with you. Thank you, Innkeeper. You really are the most exciting part of my day. Oh, and the blush returns to Fable's cheeks. And we pan out, and Fable goes away. Oh, it appears it's nighttime now. We actually have a big window with the peakings of a pretty town, a big crescent moon, but we're a bit distracted right now. There's a werewolf in here. Muscles on muscles, a scratched eye. Is that a tiara? the hilt of a sword peeking out, and the thickest, wolfiest hair you will ever lay your ears on, gamers. Hello? Greetings, traveler. How may I help you? You own this establishment? Innkeep? Last time I checked. Okay, banger. Let's go. With whom do I have the pleasure? The name's Kaylin. You can call me Kaer or Lynn. Couldn't care less. Nice to meet you, Kaer. Lynn? What can I do for you? Perhaps something to drink? You do the thing with the quest, right? I don't know what they mean. So they say. Do you want one? You can have a look at my notice board. Oh, okay. No quest for me. But I may have one for you, or your notice board. Ooh, and it looks like Carolyn is too good for this establishment. They have a very snooty expression on their face. Tell me more. Heard of a werewolf making trouble up in Tregarin, terrorizing farmers, tearing sheep apart, the whole program. A werewolf? That's news to me. Rumor unlocked, werewolf mayhem. Listen, me too. Didn't see one in almost a decade, and that was far south of Arove. Now, is Carolyn not a werewolf? Did I get that wrong? Because they definitely have two fluffy ears right now, and the moon is quite bright. Rumor unlocked. No Maddie. Okay, so we gotta check out these rumors real quick, gamers. Been wondering if it's the same one. Just moving up, like a nomad. I thought the werewolf hype died along with that one romance novel. You mean Twilight? Ugh, you mean the one with the vampires? I sure do. Think so. Nah, that just split society into two camps, Team Werewolf or Team Vampire. Which one are you, Innkeep? Carolyn's ears perk up. Ooh, and we only have two options, Team Vampire or Team Werewolf. Okay, but they're looking for a werewolf. But is Carolyn not a werewolf? Oh my goodness, I'm gonna play it safe and say we're Team Werewolf. Is it the fur or the pecs? Neither. Questionable experiences with the other camp, more so. Okay, Innkeep, good save. I'm itching to ask for details. Ooh, they're opening up. Don't, Innkeep says. How about you? Wouldn't you like to know? Another sneer on their face. Yes, that's why I asked. Okay, the banter is bantering. Keep guessing. Has anyone ever told you that you could pass as a werewolf? Okay, get into the hard-hitting questions. I'm in. Yes, all the time. At least twice a day. Oh my goodness. And they definitely had a snarl moment there. Please do not bite us. Only downside of looking like a wolf is getting mistaken for one. I see. Is that why you don't want to take care of the werewolf yourself? Wow. And Carolyn softens. Yes. No. I'm just afraid he might look a little too much like my Uncle Dragon. Would feel bad slaying that fella. You know, hunched back, hairy, crooked teeth. Is that a werewolf or just Uncle Dragon? You can't tell. Same fate befell Aunt Olga. I'm sorry to hear that. And before we continue on, I am going to open our book here. Okay, so we have our character So Carolyn Petoniak. They're a Vokakin. They're age 36. Pronouns she, her. Class Beast Slayer. Background Ereve. And alignment chaotic good. Okay. Arcana the Chariot. Okay. Nice to meet you. Nah, that hag had it coming. Never fall behind your grooming schedule, or before you know it, the next wannabe Van Helsing will strike you down with a silver arrow. Do the Van Helsings also hunt werewolves? Don't know. Don't care enough to check. Either way, that's Southern werewolf, yeah? Right. Anything else that might help others get done with it rather swiftly? Fetch. Pardon me? Should they get into a dangerous situation, they'll just have to start playing fetch. That works. Rumor unlocked. Fetch. On any dog. Trust me. Does it work on you, Carolyn? Good to know. Thanks, Lynn. It's not that hard. Either Carolyn, Kier, or Lynn. Oh my goodness. So we get to select either Gotcha Carolyn, Gotcha Lynn, or Gotcha Kier. Let's say Kier. Click. All right, Chief. You got a name, or is it just Inkeep? And Carolyn's name is now just replaced with Kier. Just Inkeep for now. Okay, keeping your name close to your chest. I respect it. Oh, playing hard to get, I see. Okay, Kier, stop. Well, Inkeep, then before I venture on, you've got a drink for me? Of course. What would you like? I'll take something powerful, something with a whole lot of strength. And don't you dare give me any of that watered down muck instead. Whoa, okay. Something strong. Now let's check our journal and see what we got. Something super strong. So that's not going to be the Spoken Heart or the Swift Strike. We have a Frosted Lagoon. Oh, here we go. Southern Brawler. So maybe I should have gave Kier a country accent. Maybe I'll do that. Like coming up. Just go with it, gamers. Just go with it. So the Southern Brawler is a perfect combination of offense and defense, dominated by the picante aroma of Ignis. This drink is served fiery hot or ice cold, depending on the kind of fight you're looking for. Well, yee-haw. Let's go ahead and get this one up on the board. So this one is a whole lot of strength, 1 part defense, and 1 part charisma. So let's go ahead and get the strength uncorked, and we're gonna pull it. We got 3 parts strength. Hit 1, hit 2, hit 3. Oh, goodness gracious. I almost overfilled it. Okay, so we got our 3 parts strength. Now we're gonna go over to the 1 part charisma. Got that uncorked. Pour. Oh my goodness, this comes out so fast. All right, and lastly, let's get our defense. Click, defense. Click. All ready for the Southern Brawler. And a ring-a-ding-ding. Down it goes. Let's see what this one looks like. And poof. Oh, it looks like a championship cup with a little straw in it. A drink with 0 water, as requested. And inside the cup, it looks like a brawl is happening. We keep seeing smoke billowing from it. Not bad. Just what I was craving. Thanks. Oh, a big ol' smile from Kier. Where will you head from here? Perhaps back west, through the Ashen Grove. Got some business to take care of. What kind of business? Okay, prying. Personal business. Care to elaborate? She's pushing hard. Innkeep. Excuse me. No. But you won't stop asking until I do, will ya? No. My cousin claims her crops are being stolen by undead snails. Okay, snails are peaceful. Rumor unlocked. Snails, peace. Obviously, I'm pretty sure she's hallucinating. ... But I did hear some folks complaining about an undead uptick in the west. So, might as well humor her. And make sure she hasn't turned into an undead snail herself. That is a very valid concern. Something like that. Yeah. It's odd, ain't it? Resurrecting the dead. This character is so country. I don't know why I didn't pick up on the accent at the beginning. It's certainly unconventional. That's one way to put it. I think there's not much use digging up the past. It's just going to open wounds you stapled shut. Or eat your face. The past haunts everyone willing to listen. Dang. She said, keep your head to the now. Humph. Would you mind talking like a normal person? I ain't exactly up for philosophizing. You started this conversation, and I'm ending it. All right, well then. If you find any more rumors for me or need aid, don't shy away from coming back. I'm more of a lone wolf. Don't do groups. But sure, for more work, I'll be back. Character information unlocked, KR. I'll be waiting. Speaking of rumors, you know how to turn them into proper quests, right? I sure don't. Don't want them going to waste. So we zoom back and we do see the quest board. I could use some help. Fine, I guess I've got a few minutes. Let me see your setup. Here you go. Okay, so we see a quill and an empty sheet of paper. This is where I sort all the rumors I've collected. And next to the empty large sheet that says new quest, we have 2, 4, 5 scraps of paper, each with a rumor that we heard today. I also keep them written down in my journal so I don't forget. Smart. Think the best next step would be sorting the matching snippets of your page quest. Just drag them over and make sure they're all for the same quest. Oh, interesting. Otherwise, you'll end up confusing adventurers. Once you're done, select that quill of yours and it'll be written on up. Got it? Got it. Thank you for your help, Care. Put it on my tab. And we hear a horse clonking in the background as she rides off into the wind. That's not how that... ... works. Good night to you too. All right then, let's assemble this quest. Oh goodness, gamers, were y'all paying attention? So we have the werewolf that is roaming around Traegaren. What else we got? Oh, the werewolf previously has been seen in Arrowve, a southern town. A nomad, or do they have a goal in mind? I'm adding that to our sheet. Oh, this is the banshee. Let's not do that one. Oh, and here's the last one. A werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. Playing fetch. So I'm gonna add those 3 pieces of the pie. So we got the werewolf that is roaming around, a potential threat, that the werewolf was seen in Arrowve. Werewolf's secret weakness is playing fetch. I think that's all. Let's select the quill. Sparkle, sparkle. A werewolf on detours. A reticent Volcacan passed by the Wayfarer's Inn, reporting a werewolf making their way up to TAVERN from Faerie. They pose a potential threat to both helpless sheep and the villagers. Apparently, werewolves love playing fetch. Are you brave enough to take on this quest and save TAVERN from the werewolf mayhem? From the innkeep. Well, all right. Hopefully that was assembled correctly. Aw, we're giving kibbles to our trash can and sweeping up the floor. Blowing the candles out, and I think that was the end of the first day. Oh, and we see the outside of our inn. Act 1, the Wayfarer's Inn. Part 2. Okay. Prelude to Bravery. 58th of the Wake. And gamers, this is where I'll stop. If you're liking this gameplay, be sure to like the video and to subscribe. If you're listening in on Spotify or Apple, the Game Fairy podcast there, make sure to follow and rate the podcast 5 stars, gamers. As always, I hope that you're having a good day, a good night, a good time, and I will be talking to you gamers real soon with some more content. Bye gamers. I'll see ya.